Sarah Mack here from withsarahmack.com, and I'm super excited to talk about this topic because I think it's really important on addressing how abuse and trauma recovery can impact our ability to create consistent sales in business and entrepreneurship. And I'm going to talk about patterns that I've seen both in my own journey with trauma recovery and alongside building my business and also in the clients that I've worked with. And it took me a while to really get to this place of understanding that a big part of consistency comes down to emotional management mastery. And if you understand what it's like to go through the healing process after abuse, any type of trauma recovery, it's an extremely emotionally volatile experience. And there's a lot of emotional healing processes that are going on that we're not in control of. And that can be super, super intense and, really cloud the way that we experience life, we see ourselves, and we see what it is that is possible for us. So, emotional management mastery really comes down to being able to listen to ourselves, being able to meet our own needs. And, the hardest part of that is navigating boundaries in our personal relationships as well as in our business so that we are able to provide for those needs. And also being able to really honor the different phases of healing that we're going through, both in our body and our emotions. And, our mind can react in very uncontrollable ways that really does impact our ability to show up and execute on our ideas and our priorities. So a lot of the work that I do with clients is, working around some of the challenges that come up as we are healing from past traumas and really shedding the way that those patterns have controlled the way that we're taking action so that it becomes more easy and aligned and there's less struggle and less resistance when it comes to executing on the actions that will bring the life and the vision into reality that we desire to experience. So a lot of that is around mood and outlook, energy levels, productivity, overthinking, cultivating presence, confidence, and following through on our ideas, as well as focus and obviously the health habits that become the foundation for us to be able to show up and execute with the highest energy levels, with the most power and the most impact available to us in any given moment. And these are really all the elements which essentially make up the requirements of consistency, right? So when any of these things are out of balance, it becomes more challenging to remain consistent in the way that we're showing up and in the results that we're creating. And, and I've seen this with myself and I've seen this with clients, like either the money stays consistent and the health can become out of balance, or health can, go through periods where that takes up more bandwidth and the money or the productivity or the follow through on other responsibilities is the thing that becomes out of balance. So it's really a big balancing act, and honoring that life is just a process full of changes and we are inevitably going to go through changes. And so really mastering the skills that allow us to find that, a balance and to maintain the things that are really important for us to maintain despite the unexpected changes that we can experience throughout the journey. And there's so much we can do. And the key things for me that have really made the biggest difference have been movement, being really consistent with movement, being really consistent with my diet, being really consistent with sleep, being really consistent with mindset work, and then building a network of supportive people and communities as an ongoing presence in my daily life. And making sure that that is something that creates consistency for me, as well as using tools to stay focused and channel whatever energy and bandwidth I have from day to day into my clear strategic priorities that I know and have strategically chosen and decided are moving me towards where I want to be. So the message that I want to underscore here is that we do not have to be perfect at all. And life gets to happen. We get to be human and we can still thrive. And I've had, some of the most challenging parts in my healing journey have also been super high income months for me. And my business has really allowed me the space and the bandwidth and the presence and the tools and access to information and support that has really supported me through doing the cleanup work from patterns that have resulted from abuse, that memories I discovered not so long ago. So it's really about, and this has really been true for me, and this is a big part of the work that I support my clients around, and the mindset work that we do is really detaching the narrative that if we're not doing or executing on a plan, then we're not worthy and deserving of receiving results. And it's very easy for our linear logical mind to attach to that reasoning, but it's absolutely not true. Really, it's about zooming out and seeing the momentum and actually creating momentum through creating consistency in our habits that carries us through those moments where shit's hitting the fan and everything is having a meltdown and things can feel really out of control. So, we get to be open to how our healing journey and our business journey gets to unfold as individuals, really, honoring where we're at in our own unique relationships with money and, healing whatever trauma is around money, because we've all got a shit ton of that to work through. Our unique relationship with money and being seen and being more visible for the work that we're taking a stand for and the message that we're taking a stand for. Marketing, consistency, the way that we're marketing, where we're marketing, how we're creating habits around that allow us to create consistent sales and consistent money results, and the types of people that we're attracting that allow us to have a harmonious relationship with our business. And, consistency in our action is also really comes down to the level of alignment where you're at with your mindset and with your strategy. Because when your bandwidth is taken up by, different parts of healing your mind, healing your emotions, healing your body, there's let's use the smallest amount of bandwidth possible for our business. And we do that by really being strategic and choosing actions in alignment with the things that we love to do, with the things that come naturally to us, with the things that feel most accessible for where we're currently at in our level of resources. And it gets to work. It gets to work from whichever phase we're at, wherever we're starting from. It gets to work now. And it's just incredible how much power we have to be able to quantum leap to results that we really desire to experience. So my clients have been going through things like healing generational depression that they've inherited, and are, doing the work to release energetic, emotional, physical and mental patterns that aren't congruent to the level of creative freedom and financial abundance that they know is possible for them, or defining their new identity and patterns of being successful and feeling good in entrepreneurship, while also healing from the trauma of toxic workplace relationships. And in doing this work, clients say things like they can feel generational depression being lifted from them, while also creating their best year in sales ever, doubling their income, and experiencing so much more freedom, which to me, financial freedom comes with emotional freedom, and creating it in a way that brings emotional freedom, which is the alignment with what it is that we truly desire to be doing and the way we truly desire to be doing it. So if this conversation is speaking to you and you're ready to work with a mentor who can support you through whatever phase you're at in your entrepreneurship to start creating the results that you desire to be seeing financially and in the types of clients that you're attracting, accessing higher levels of enjoyment in the way that you're doing your work and reaching more people and making more of an impact, feeling really authentic and in integrity with the way that you're marketing, the way that you're making money, and creating a lot more freedom for your health, for your well-being, for whatever priorities you have in your life, as well as your business, and hitting your income goals and getting to your first six-figure year in your coaching business. I have a private one-on-one mentorship container available for 3 months or for 8 months. And you get to work with me super closely. I'm there to support you, answer all of your questions day in, day out On Voice Messenger, we get 2 strategy calls a month and we get 1 content call a month. So my background is as a copywriter. I can write your copy for you on that session and really teach you how to translate your message and your authentic voice into a message that's going to make you money and that's going to really do the work for you in terms of selling to your ideal clients, so that enrolling people starts to become a lot more effortless. You can clear sales calls off your calendar because your content is doing the work for you, and create even more bandwidth to enjoy your life in a business that actually brings you your dream life, alongside birthing whatever it is that your dream business would look and feel like to you. So definitely send me a message if you are ready for that type of support. Thank you so much for watching, and have an amazing day. Bye.